While disorders help us to understand normal function, perfect movement helps us to appreciate the exquisite potential of our brains. Greg Louganis shows us how our brains receive information and respond to it with elegance. From his eyes to the back of his head and along the two higher pathways of vision, there passes a continuous parade of Olympian activities. So it is with all of us. Thanks in part to incessant practice, he has forged highways of neurons between the input of vision and the output of movement. Motor cortex, cerebellum, basal ganglia. These areas of Greg's brain can operate almost reflexively as he reaches for the perfect 10. What is aerial poetry for us may be but a mere reflex for him. Certainly, Greg Louganis has a superbly coordinated athletic body, but the feats he performs can only be achieved through his superbly designed brain. While he creates miracles in air for all of us to see, to respond, to take even one small step is just as great a miracle.
For me, doing the dive 100 times, I finally get comfortable with the dive to where it's a reflex. And doing that dive in competition time and time again reinforces your power to do the dive and not have to think too much about it, because by the time you think, oh, what do I have to do now, then it's over.
For Greg Louganis, the cerebellum is the part of the brain which locates that halfway mark between too little and too far. It's the part which allows him to leap with elegant precision. But it's only possible, as in all movement, because the cerebellum and another area of the brain called the basal ganglia are allies. The basal ganglia are the nerve centers that supply the automatic program to movement. They're the unthinking initiators of action. They let us ride a bicycle without having to concentrate, and allow Greg Louganis to arch into space without thinking about his toes. What happens, though, if the basal ganglia fail us?
If I want to be described as a diver, one thing that I would hope that would stick out in people's minds is that I was strong and I was graceful. Because I don't view my diving as a mechanical thing. I don't go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. It's more like a choreographed dance.